This is from Ted Hope's. I have two stories from Ted Hope's Substack. I want to go through them. They're very relevant to what's been happening. And let's go. Ted Hope is a producer, and he's produced a lot of indie movies like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, among others. And Ted is very respected in the industry, and he's also does a lot of things where he's a good positive influence in terms of being blunt about the industry, but saying keeping optimism as his central focus. So here we go. Everything is all a part-time gig now. Alan, you want to read this?
Yeah, it's been a while since we've had a Monday morning movie musing. Longtime readers will remember when MMMM was a regular thing. The news of the week has been a bit wound up and thus brought it back. You saw the jobs report, right? Although 303,000 jobs were added, broadcasting and content provider jobs plummeted by 2,300 to 341,500. Movies and sound recording jobs caved by 2,600 to 438,400. Are we preparing for the AI takeover? We still have that to look forward to, too. Let's see. In trying to help producers find the path to a sustainable life, I counsel all aspirants to find a side hustle aligned with their goals that helps them earn while they learn. Perhaps you read my prior post on the 12 new side hustles that are most needed in our FKA, the film biz, so-called industry. I am shifting that policy a bit. I think it is wise for all of us who are currently and previously employed in these content mines to adopt that practice, which of course begs the question, why would anyone with half a brain choose to enter the field now by choice? It is unstable, unsustainable, inhospitable, and unfair. 'Tis a pity we love it so. Excuse me. I was texting with a friend who shared, this is a film shooting where I am in Brooklyn.
There's a film shooting.
When I'm in Brooklyn, I spoke to the key grip and he said, I don't know anyone on my team that considers this full-time work anymore. We're trying to figure it out for the first time in my over 30-year career. I don't really have a full-time job, the grip continued. I'm tired of having a great... I'm tired of hearing how great... Let me see if I can make this... No, I'm not going to play around with it. I'm tired of hearing how great the economy is. I work so hard to make movies, but there really is no future for us. I don't understand why no one is doing anything about it. We, the folks that drive the creative economy, have all become gig workers. We are just a step up from fast food workers, holding down Burger King, McDonald's, and Chuck E. Cheese all at the same time. Oh, and did you see Apple just laid a bunch of folks off? Yep, that's there too. Another friend told me
there's that too.
Okay, yep. It's very small on my end here.
Oh, should I make it larger? Or
no, it's mine. I have to.
You have the link.
Okay, let me. Oh, here we go. I'm going to full screen layout. Okay, here we go. I got it. Let's see. Oh, yeah. After a friend told me how happy they were to get their sub $4 million film financed, he's been on it 3 years, I think. They will have producing partners. They just assume that as producers, they get 5% of that budget. That's about $200,000. Let's just say the next year is production and post. Yep, year 4. That's year 4. Since it's an indie, let's say they do my recommended long and slow distro approach, a year of festivals, year in release. 6 years later, baby. Granted, not all are intense as production, so you can get a little on the side. But 6 years all in, without healthcare, without payments for year 1 through 3. And remember, there's only a partner to split that fee. Or there's also a partner to split that fee. $100,000 over 6 years, 16,667 a year. They say a family of four needs to make at least 318,406 a year to live comfortably in New York, according to a new report. That would mean you only have to produce 19 such films a year to make such a normal life work. Whew, easy peasy, right? Maybe they could sell one of the kids to make up for the deficit.
Yeah, well, it goes on, and we'll put a link in the description to this article. But here's the bottom line: that gig filmmaking now for production people, it's a gig now. Mm-hmm. Like DoorDash or whatever. You take a gig, you work for a couple months, and then you're unemployed. This is very concerning. And the fact that even the most optimistic producer, Ted Hope, is saying this, that is kind of scary. Kind of scary for a lot of folks. So what are your thoughts, Alan, as you bumbled through the read of it?
Yeah.
I can't read it right now. So
I know.
I'm fun to talk, but
I know. And unfortunately, I'm on my iPad, so I'm looking at it really small letters.
It's all good. It's all good. So, but you got the gist of it. The gist of it is that people like in the industry it's gone full gig. It's frightening.
Well, that's one of the things the WGA strike was fighting for, was to not make it a gig economy anymore. That people could make a living wage, and as much as they say they succeeded in the strike, they hadn't, because they didn't get that concession out of it. I'm looking, because I hadn't really thought about it until reading it, but how do you make money now off of movies, especially a producer? You talk about all the time, but all the money is going to the studios, and there has to be a new way of kind of approaching the way filmmaking happens, especially at the indie level. And I just, again, Hollywood's not that dream. If you're going to make a film, if you need to make money off of it, you've really got to go in smart. You've got to be that business person. And I think a lot of Hollywood today are just people who think that they could just do their job, write, direct, be on set, and that's going to be enough. And this is a warning to say, no, you've got to have a plan. No one owes you anything.
Well, he also made another point that he recommended, in the first few paragraphs, he recommended that people have a side gig. Like, look, I'm working on a movie. I have a movie I'm finishing now. I have another movie I'm about to start. My side gig is Film Threat. That is my side gig. So even I am, as much as I like to call myself a filmmaker, right? Because I've made movies. You are watching my side gig right now that I benefit from, and I'm very grateful. But I have to do a side gig.
So, I have to do a side gig.
Yes, side gig to supplement.
Yeah, so. I mean, I love doing Film Thread. I love talking about movies. I love supporting indie film, but I need a side gig.
Yeah. Well, and I'll even take a job if somebody offers me hey, can you do this freelance? Can you yes, sure. If it's something that I'm okay with, I'll do it. But no, but things are getting better for us at Film Thread. Don't feel bad for Alan and I. Don't feel sorry for us.
Let's just say, I mean, the whole point. My point was, it's a business. Yes. And we've grown the business. Sure, we would like to have grown it faster. And at the same time, there's certain realities. We're not going to make millions upon millions of dollars doing Film Threat, but it is a business. It's a viable business. Yes. Yeah. But it is a viable business that we've grown over I joined on 2017. That's 7 years. We've from where we started to where we are now, vast leaps have been made.
Yeah. Are our film festivals dying, getting ill, or just aging out? Another story here from Ted Hope. He has his finger on the pulse. But I've been saying this for years.
Yeah.
I've been saying this for years. Film festivals are not as relevant as they used to be. The latest clue that everything has changed, and when will our behavior catch up? I'm having trouble talking here.
Yeah,
So
that's fine. I'll
Alan
take it.
is going to read this story, or we're going to get the gist of it from the first paragraphs, and then we'll discuss.
Okay, I'm going full screen here. If you really want to escape from hell and build something better, I feel like Ted Hope doesn't offer much hope. If you want to escape hell and build something better, we have to recognize the root cause of our current misery. This post may be crazy math for some, but when you squint your eyes right, secrets are revealed. Okay, let's drill down from some recent issues to see the deeper reason why they have occurred. The cracks look like they're destructive and decay to some, but they also reveal the light where the hope for film gets in. We all exhibit behavior that is contradictory to our stated and presumed goals. At least those of you who are or aim to be participants, our cinema ecosystem do.
Skip this paragraph.
Did I read that totally wrong? Yeah, where do you want me to go? Okay. Events are now happening that further demonstrate the real truth about the current situation. We have further proof that our industry has completely changed from what it once was, even if we still prefer to look away rather than address it. We have been doing this so long, we accept bad behavior as business as usual. It's not surprising we are so confused. We can't call what we are in the film business anymore, that we can call our previous area of practice indie film.
My particular area of practice.
Indie film. It's not film and it's not indie. It's not even a business for most participants. We really need to fix our language so we say what we mean, and I'm not referring to all those who deliberately don't. But I will save that for another post. Scroll up. You all right? Scroll up.
You're no, just.
I've never read this article, so
you have a link. You have a link to the article in the planning document. Anyways, go on. Let's go.
Yes, exactly. On the surface, I am writing about film festivals, but only because their current crisis can be used to explain what ails the remains of our business and art form. Did you catch how film festivals took a few significant body blows this past few weeks? The Human Rights Film Festival shut down. 10 Hot Docs programmers left their job, and then their artistic director stepped down. And I don't think it was because the executive director of Sundance left her job. But yeah, that happened too. These changes show something far greater going on under the surface. Meanwhile, Vanessa and I are on tour with our film Invisible Nation right now. We played tons of festivals. It's really a wonderful privilege, and nothing beats a festival audience. We love it and are greatly appreciative of all We love it and are greatly appreciative of all festivals do. Okay, but it is also really hard to keep up the travel and attendance. Some weeks have a different city each day, and we have no distributor to help with this. Some fests fly the director out and give them a hotel room. Some offer a screening fee. That's really awesome, but most say they have budget challenges and can't do anything. They are reducing the number of movies and dates and losing screens and sponsors. They are evaporating before our eyes. What's going on in the festival front? Why is everything so fragile? As wonderful as they are, we have never gotten film festivals fully right. They still held great promise before they caught this current virus. As the recent post on the popcorn list demonstrated, film festivals are primed to use their expertise and processes to elevate both the art and business of cinema. Like everything else, we won't know what we've got until it's gone. America's wonderful web of film festivals has become a gift. America's wonderful web of film festivals has been such a gift that now we will start seeing it unravel. We never unleash. Oh,
That's the gist of the article.
yeah.
The gist of the article is, and I have said this for the last couple years,
Yes.
festivals are less relevant now than they used to be. Festivals are going out of business. Like stated in the article, it's not a sustainable job. Also, for most people who work at film festivals, it's a seasonal job, maybe 3 to 6 months of the year. Alan, what are your thoughts?
No, absolutely true. I monitor film festivals. We look at it every year, which indicates why we go to less and less of them. Weirdly, and it doesn't probably surprise you, but San Francisco Film Festival has been drastically shrunk. In days and in screens. I think a lot of it is, as the article mentions, a lot of people just think, hey, we'll just put on a film festival and we'll show films. And ultimately, I think what Ted Hope is saying here is that we have to kind of reconsider what the strategy of these film festivals are. What point are they? What good are they? And because you just can't have one to have one, because you're going to lose money doing that.